Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the USC Trojans, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Trojans' offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking. Year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He hands it off from the gun. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So Notre Dame's offense out there for their first possession. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher. Very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out. Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me,
he fires this throw and is intercepted. Short return tackled at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Now it's 2nd down here. Caught in the backfield. It's Barkow. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Gain moves the ball to the 38, another first down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. Well, the big fella's, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans will have to kick this away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. He's going to try to return the punt. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Gonna run it. It's Walters. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Can he make it to the marker? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field, bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside. Went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Snags a quick throw. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Touchdown, USC. It was a foot race, and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Let's go.
And they'll use the ground game here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal.
Easy.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down.
29 Philly. 2.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. 4th down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The back's got it on a counter. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. He'll hand it off. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Get set, get set.
And the running back takes the handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, SC.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He's going to hand this off. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And Kirk puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the out route. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. And the USC offense is back out on the field. First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Gonna run it. It's Rojas. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know who's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, looking to throw it. He's looking deep here. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they tack on the extra point. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the defense look slow that time. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Single back, takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Oh, my gosh, he completely baits the quarterback here. Quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he drops back in the gun. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
The offense has been pretty efficient. They've made 2 out of 3 fourth down tries so far. They'll try it again here. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Irish. Strong game by this quarterback. Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And the Trojans will line up to boot it away. That's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And here's the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Play action here on first down. Moves left out of the pocket. He's on the run. Launches deep. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Field goal try, no good. That's just a minor blip in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the jeweled shillelagh.
And the Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, what a move. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. First and 10 now for the offense.
Jackrabbit. Razor.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the beatdown continues. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Second down after that previous play. On the run, it's Rojas. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down.
2-9 Philly.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he pulls in the catch. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
And the Trojans are on the move here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to chuck it again. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Yeah, you simply cannot hit the quarterback like that. He got caught red-handed. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on third down. Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll throw it now. The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
Well, that's another good run for him, but what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The fumble the last time out, symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking for a gap. It's Rojas. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the Trojans bring their punt team onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And it's taken at the 25. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Hand off to the back. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Come on, set.
He'll hand it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Okay, ready?
Third down after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And looking to throw now on first down. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Well, I love this call with his own blitz. The offensive line is completely fooled. They didn't see the linebacker coming at the last moment. He comes up with a sack for the defense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Short return, tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he's tackled after the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On the ground, it's Rojas. Not much on that play, brought down short. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. And the Trojans will bring their punt team on the field now. On to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Choosing to return the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Now they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The back's got it. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Ready?
Now here comes the bunch formation.
29.
Tailback with another carry. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time?
Okay,
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Sticking with the running game. Nowhere to go in this one. That's the end of 3, the final quarter coming up. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the single back takes the handoff. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Notre Dame looking to convert on fourth down here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And this one is caught. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And that run produces a decent gain. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Keeping it on the ground here. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
On the ready.
2nd down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, knocked right through. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Catch made on the left side. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
1st and 10 play coming up.
Easy.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they get the completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Ready.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
Igloo. Igloo.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The pass rush closing in. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
Check.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. So they get the 3, but the margin is still huge.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Short loss on the play. Sets up second and long from the 18. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Looking deep. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Lasso. Flip.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now. And the Trojans come to the line with first and goal. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Game makes it second and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at...
Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense on the field to take over. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock
On the run.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
On the double.
2nd down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass falls incomplete as the game comes to a close. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and